The system has been lying to you for your entire life. They told you, go to school, get a good job, work hard, climb the ladder, and one day you'll be rich. But in 2026, that promise is dead. Meet Alex. Alex is 34 years old. He has a good corporate job, making $78,000 a year. He wakes up at 6 a.m., commutes 1 hour each way, works 9 to 10 hours, and often stays late to impress his boss. He's been promoted twice in 5 years. He's the definition of a hard worker. Yet every month after rent, car payment, groceries, taxes, student loans, and that little treat yourself spending, his bank account is almost empty. Alex is exhausted. He's doing everything they told him to do. But here's the brutal truth they never told Alex, and they definitely don't want you to hear. Your salary was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to keep you comfortable enough to keep showing up while quietly transferring your wealth to the system. Today, we're going to run the real math they hide from you. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why millions of hardworking people like Alex stay stuck forever, and what the rich do differently that the system doesn't teach in school. If you're tired of trading your life for a paycheck that never seems to grow fast enough, stay with me. This might be the most important 15 minutes of your financial life. Let's expose the matrix. First, let's look at the cold numbers in 2026. The median household income in many developed countries sits around $70,000 to $85,000 after taxes. Sounds decent, right? But here's what they don't show you on the fancy career websites. Inflation in 2025 to 2026 has continued to eat away at real purchasing power. While your salary might go up 3% or 4% with a raise, real living costs, housing, food, energy, insurance have risen much faster in many places. The result? You feel like you're running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. But the real trap goes much deeper than inflation. Let me introduce you to two people, Alex the salary slave and Marcus the system breaker. Both are 34 years old. Both started with similar backgrounds, but their financial stories could not be more different. Alex earns $78,000 a year. After taxes, he takes home roughly $62,000. He lives a normal life, nice apartment, reliable car, occasional vacations, eating out a few times a week. He saves maybe $300 to $400 a month when he's disciplined. Marcus earns almost the same, $75,000 a year. But he made one decision early on that changed everything. He refused to play the salary game the way the system wanted. Fast forward 10 years. Alex is now 44. He got 2 more promotions. He's making $105,000 a year, a big jump on paper. But after lifestyle inflation, bigger house, newer car, private school for kids, more subscriptions, he still saves very little. His net worth? Around $180,000, mostly in his house equity and a small 401k that barely keeps up with the market. He still feels stressed every paycheck. Marcus? At 44, his net worth is over $1.2 million. He doesn't work harder than Alex. In fact, he works fewer hours now. How? Because Marcus understood something Alex never did. Salary is linear. Wealth is exponential. Asterisk, asterisk. Let me break down the brutal math step by step. First trap, taxes. When you earn a salary, the government takes their cut before you even see the money. In many countries, effective tax rates for middle to upper middle earners sit between 25% and 40% when you include income tax, Social Security, and other deductions. Every raise you get, a big portion goes straight to the system. The rich don't play this game the same way. They structure their income through businesses, investments, and assets that are taxed at much lower rates, sometimes as low as 0% to 15% on long-term capital gains. Second trap, lifestyle inflation, the silent wealth killer. Every time Alex gets a raise, what does he do? He upgrades his lifestyle. New car, better apartment, nicer vacations. The system celebrates this as success. But mathematically, it's suicide. Your expenses rise to match your income, so your savings rate stays low or even drops. Studies show that most people who get significant salary increases end up with the same or worse financial stress because their spending expands faster than their income. Third trap, time for money trap. A salary trades your limited time for money. There are only 24 hours in a day. Even if you become the highest paid employee in your company, there's a ceiling. The rich understand that true wealth comes from owning assets that make money while you sleep. Businesses, real estate, stocks, intellectual property. Here's a shocking revelation. In 2025 to 2026 data, the top 1% of households control around 32% of total wealth in the U.S., while the bottom 50% hold roughly 2.5%. The gap is at or near record highs. Wages for the bottom 90% have grown much slower than asset prices and investment returns over the past decades. That means even if you double your salary through hard work and promotions, the real wealth is being created in assets, not in paychecks. Let me give you more concrete examples. Take housing. In many cities, home prices and rents have risen far faster than salaries over the last 10 to 15 years. Someone earning $80,000 today often spends 35 to 50% of their income on housing, compared to previous generations who spent much less proportionally. Car payments, student debt, credit card interest. All these normal expenses quietly drain your ability to build real wealth. Meanwhile, the rich use debt differently. They use good debt to acquire assets that generate income and appreciate, while salary earners use debt to buy depreciating liabilities that make them feel successful in the short term. Another hidden killer, opportunity cost. Every dollar you spend on lifestyle instead of investing is a dollar that could have been working for you through compound interest. Let's run a simple but brutal calculation. Suppose Alex saves $400 per month starting at age 34. At a conservative 7% annual return, by age 65 that grows to roughly $600,000 to $650,000. Not bad, but far from life-changing freedom in 2026's economy. Now imagine if he had learned earlier to live below his means and invest 20 to 30% of his income. That same timeline could easily push him into multi-millionaire territory through consistent compounding. But here's the twist most people miss. Even with a high salary, without the right money habits and systems, you can still end up broke at retirement. There are countless stories of six-figure earners who have almost nothing saved because they never escaped the salary matrix. The system is perfectly designed this way. Schools teach you how to be a good employee. Media and advertising teach you how to be a good consumer. Corporations and governments benefit when you stay dependent on the next paycheck. They don't teach you cash flow, asset acquisition, tax optimization, or leverage. Those lessons are reserved for those who step outside the matrix. But there is good news. You can break free. Marcus didn't win the lottery. He didn't inherit millions. He simply stopped believing the lie that a bigger salary equals wealth. He focused on increasing his income through multiple streams, cutting unnecessary expenses ruthlessly in the beginning, and putting every extra dollar into assets that generate more money. He started small, side projects, skill development that could be monetized, learning basic investing principles. Over time, his money started working harder than he did. Here are the harsh truths you need to hear in 2026. 1. A salary is capped. Assets are not. 2. Hard work alone is not rewarded with wealth. Smart capital allocation is. 3. Inflation and taxes are silently designed to punish savers who rely only on earned income. 4. Lifestyle creep is the #1 reason high earners stay broke. 5. The longer you wait to escape the salary trap, the more expensive it becomes. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. They buy assets. They create systems. They use corporations and legal structures to their advantage. They think in decades, not in monthly paychecks. If this video is hitting you hard right now, that's good. It means you're waking up. The financial matrix wants you comfortable, but never free. It wants you productive, but never truly wealthy. So what should you do? First, calculate your real numbers. How much of your salary actually goes toward building assets versus maintaining lifestyle? Be brutally honest. Second, commit to living below your means for at least 12 to 24 months while you build momentum. Third, start educating yourself on assets. Not just stocks, but businesses, real estate, digital products, or skills that can create scalable income. Fourth, protect your money from taxes and inflation through legal and smart strategies. The game is rigged against the salary earner who stays asleep. But once you see the matrix, you can start bending the rules in your favor. If this video just exposed the lie you've been living, do this right now. Comment, "Break the salary matrix," below if you refuse to stay trapped in the paycheck cycle. Like the video if you want more people to wake up to these brutal truths. And subscribe to Liba versus the System, because we don't sugarcoat how the financial system really works. We expose it, break it down with real math, and show you the escape routes. In the next video, we're going even deeper. 5 signs the banking system is rigging you in 2026. You've been warned. Now it's time to choose. Will you keep trading your life for a salary that was never meant to make you rich? Or will you start building real wealth outside the matrix? The choice is yours. This is Liba versus the System. Stay dangerous with your money.